Hello everyone, this is Darwell20, and welcome to episode 34 of Darwell20's Satisfactory Let's Play series, where today I am getting ready to run some belts. I'm hoping that I'm doing this in an intelligible way. Intelligible enough. Could have been a little bit cleaner. But hey, look at there! Yeah, aluminum scrap! Yeah, look at that! Aluminum ingots! Boom! How cool is this? So between episodes, I just did a few little basic connections, nothing too crazy. But I wanted to make sure that we were good to go for today's episode in preparation for getting aluminum up and running. Now what I might do is clear these out just so that this is a little bit further back. So what I'm going to do is mark 4 belts to probably about here-ish and see if that's a little bit cleaner. Nope, it's still too far forward. I'd really like it to just be like nice and neat looking. Right? So, not too big a deal. I think we basically want to do this. That looks clean. Doesn't that look clean? I think that looks clean. Look at that. I'll just dump the aluminum scrap I've got in here, and whoop, we've got aluminum ingots. Look at that. Aluminum processing. Boy, was that a lot of effort. Whew, and we ain't even done yet. Because we got a few more things to make with this aluminum, which will be taken care of. But in theory, these 6 foundries should now run pretty much all the time. Now, speaking of expensive machines with our cost of stuff, how are we doing with stuff? Not bad. Our production is still good. And remember, back at our oil power plant, we aren't even using anywhere near the fuel that we have available to us. So yes, our consumption is getting close to capacity. And look at our max consumption, right? If all our machines were running right now, we'd be using 4,000 megawatts. We're only using 2,000. So we're literally half of our machines are backstuffed and shut down, which is probably a good thing. It's probably a very good thing, because we'd be having some major power problems had that not been the case, right? But look at this. Aluminum is happening, which I'm, like I said, very excited about. Now, the one thing that's not perfect in this setup yet, the one thing, do you remember? These belts. They are not capable of transporting the 540 aluminum scrap per minute that we are going to be having here. So, as a reminder, okay, we need to upgrade these belts at some point. Once we do, everything should be perfect, assuming I didn't mess up any math, which I'm hoping is the case. Now, silica, oh yeah, I know what's going on. We had some backstuffing issues in our machines over here. Yeah, because our production is perfect, but things are backstuffed pretty heavily, right? What I could do is manually take you guys out and just trash you for a minute. And, I mean, it should all math out correctly. But you know what's going to happen? This silica is going to backstuff. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off a couple of these bad boys over here to prevent that from happening. So let's put these on standby. Because what's going to happen is, follow the math on this, and I'm turning off more than I probably need to. I'll turn off just the 3, that should be fine. But follow the math on this, right? What's going to happen is, because these belts can't transport the scrap fast enough, we are producing more silica than we need, right? Because even though we're producing as much scrap as we need for these 6 foundries, we can't get it there fast enough. So that means we're overproducing silica, which means that we're going to backstuff these doohickeys. Now, I don't know if there's a good way to handle that for now. Like, I'm trying to think if there's like an awesome sinky kind of way to do it. Because what we could do is we could have like a smart splitter for a minute. Yeah, this might actually be a cool way to do it. The turn of the belt is too sharp for an attachment. Boo, that stinks. I mean, actually, no, wait, hold on. We can sneak it in right here. This is super ugly. But center output can be star. Right output can be overflow? Does this sound like it works? Yes, beautiful. Okay, so what we can do is we can awesome sync this for the time being. Whose clearance am I encroaching on? Enough with the encroaching. I'm not encroaching. I'm not encroaching on anyone's clearance. A player is in the way. Stupid players. Hey, wait, that's me. trying to do this in a relatively nice looking way. But if we were to just boop that guy, that could be cool. And then what I'm going to do is turn these machines back on back here. Okay. So you can be on. You can go back on. And you can go back on. And you should still be on. Perfect. Right? And that should all be groovy. Okay? So that way we never backstuff any of these machines, which will be massively important for us, right? Because we want the Alumina solution to be happening. So in theory, once we get this belt upgraded to Mark V, which I'm going to go pretty soon figure out what the deal is with that. But once we make that happen, then this machine won't be running at a low capacity, and we shouldn't be overproducing silica. I don't think. But for now, because we need to deal with that. And we are dealing with that, and we're doing a good job of it. So let's go see what's involved in upgrading our belts, right? Like, what do we need to do to get belts going? Because we spent the last few episodes getting this aluminum ingot stuff happening, and we've got the aluminum casings and whatnot, so we should be fine there. Let's just see what's involved in this stuff, right? So over here, we're going to investigate what are some of our upgrades that we can do milestone-wise. So Logistics Mark V just needs aluminum alcad sheets, and that's pretty simple. It's just copper and aluminum ingots in an assembler. So no biggie there. And that'll get us our Mark V belts, which can do 780 resources per minute, which is a bananas amount of resources if you think about it, right? Hazmat suit will be nice for when we get into nuclear. Aeronautical engineering will get us batteries and drones, which sounds cool. I have no idea what's involved in making batteries. I guess we'll figure that out. Hover packs will also be nice, right? So that needs aluminum alcad sheets. This needs aluminum alcad sheets and some aluminum casings. So we're probably going to want to set up makers for both of these two, right? And then, yeah, that's going to be enough for now, right? So aluminum casings and aluminum alcad sheets are probably what we're going to want to make. So we're going to want to tap into our production of this stuff, right? Copper. Copper. We can make this happen. So we have our main copper node that's over there, handling our pipes and our wires and all that stuff. There's another copper node over here-ish. Just curious what it looks like. Is it just the one? I hear one of those grumbly guys. Looks like there's just one node here. Is that right? Is that right? Is there just one node here? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, a little bit hurt. People said if I tap space, I can get more vertical. Oh yeah, I totally can. That's cool. Mercer sphere there. All right. So what kind of node is this then? I hear the grumbly dude, but I don't see one. It's a normal node. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So maybe I can tap into this copper node here. Transport. It's not far. It's not far. It's like right there. You can see it. We can run conveyor belts that way, right? Okay. So now that we made that, we can make these dudes, and we want them to kind of run out probably here-ish. So you're producing 120 per minute. We're gonna have to get power over here, but let's real quick just get some stuff, right? How's that sound? A little 3x4 area, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Real quick. So if we're doing, it's been a while since we've done much of anything. But the smelters can do, I want to say it's 30 per minute, right? Is that what they do for copper? Yeah. So we're gonna want 4 of these for the 120 per minute that we're making, and then we'll decide if overclocking is necessary, right? Okay. So I might actually change this up, but we'll do here a splitter. Cool. And then Mark II minor. Like this. And you... What direction did I do the splitters in? Oh, I did them backwards. My bad. My bad. Pay attention to what direction your splitters are in, folks. Should have known better than that. That was just Dire being a derp. Why am I having so much trouble getting this guy to face the right way? Yes, this is the direction I want. Much better. Cool. And then you can do power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then copper, 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 and copper. And then you're going to have mergers going off in that direction. Okay? And that should be what's up. So getting power over to this big bad boy shouldn't be too much of an issue. Look, there he is. I knew I heard one. Later, dude. Yeah, we've got power literally right here. It's like 3 hops. One of which only just for aesthetic reasons. Boom. And then that's a real quick and easy bit of copper production. Right? You're going to tap in, and everybody's going to get copper. Oh, look who's back. Look, dude, I was going to leave you alive, but if you wanted to come back here and bother me, that's fine. Cool? Look at it go. Perfection. That's what's up. So now, let's run this copper straightish over to here. Yeah. Can I hit this corner? Nice, I kind of can. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want. Right into there, and then we can run it straight over to here. And then, so for aluminum alcad sheets, these are made in an assembler, not in a foundry. You would think you're combining 2 metals, foundry, but it's actually an assembler, because it's like some kind of compressed sheet combination thing. Cool. So let's get a few assemblers, and then for the aluminum casings, I'm assuming those are constructors, and that is correct, right? So we'll do a few assemblers, right? So we're going to kind of tap off of the same lineup of here. Let's do like 3 assemblers. Does that sound cool? So aluminum alcad sheets. Let's math out what we're going to need here for all the things, right? And then let's also get a constructor going for the aluminum casings, just so we know what's up, right? So right now we're producing 60 times 6, so 360 aluminum ingots. 360 aluminum ingots, okay? Now we're going to need 90 for these 3, and a small amount of copper. So like the amount of copper we're producing over there is well more than enough, right? And that'll be 90. Okay. And then 60, let's say, times 3 is 180. So that'll be 270. So again, we'll be fine. So we'll have plenty. Yeah, I'm down with that. Okay, so you're going to be casings, and you're going to be casings. Okay, and then you're the alclad sheets. Cool. So let's get the splitters here ready to go. And again, Smart makes this super cool. Okay. And then you guys are going to get splitters. Okay. And I'm super winging this. Like, I have no idea how many aluminum alcad sheets we're going to need. I have no idea about any of this. I am literally just making it up as I go along. And that should be no surprise to anyone who's been watching my channel for a while. I just make it up as we go along. No clue what I'm doing. And lots of other clearance encroachments here, huh? Let's just do this. Because I think I can fit all these guys without a problem. Cool. So now you guys should all have power, which is good. Now for our aluminum, we're probably... Let's have the bottom line. Because what I can do is that. Right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to merger these guys. In that direction. How's this look? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. But I would like you guys to be Mark IV belts in between. Remember, there's settings for smart. You can open up, I think it's M? Is it M? There it is. And you can specify the belt level. So I've got it, you could say auto, which will automatically do the highest belt level that's available. I've currently got it to 3. But what we want to do is have Mark IV belts in between these guys. Just to make sure. Now, if I loop that right into there, you're going to be feeding the aluminum into this guy, into this guy, into that guy, but then you're also feeding the aluminum into these guys. Eh? Not too shabby. And then all we got to do is feed ye old copper. Like that. And what'll happen is the copper ingots will come here, make the aluminum alcad sheets for us, which I'm going to set up mergers for. Okay. And then you guys can have some mergers too. Okay. And then what we're going to have is a storage container. You probably need to be Mark IVs. Okay. And then another storage container. Here-ish. And you're doing what, 90 per minute? 60 per minute. So Mark 1 would be enough for these, even though I made them Mark 3s, but Mark 1 would be enough. And hey, look at that. We've got both the aluminum products, aluminum casings and aluminum alcad sheets, fully automated in a way that we're producing more aluminum than we need. So we're going to back stuff on all the aluminum stuff. And we should be fine, I think. I think we'll be fine here, right? So remember, we're producing how much aluminum per minute? 360 aluminum per minute is being produced. And we're only using 90 times 3 is 270, right? And 30 times 3 is 90. So that's 360. Actually, that's perfect. That's perfect. Right? That's perfect. That's exactly... I didn't realize that. I thought I was underusing my aluminum, but I'm actually using the exact amount we're producing. So that's pretty stinking cool. Now, I think I needed 200 of these to unlock Mark V belts. Is that right? So let's go do that, because that sounds like a great time to me. Let's go do that, because that sounds like a great time to me. I am all about Mark V belts, because once I do that, that's going to mean that we are in much better shape. Right? So Logistics Mark V, let's select that milestone. I just need some reinforced plates and some more industrial steel beams, which is no big. No big at all. Look, everything's backstuffed over here. It's great. It's really quite great. Alright, where's my steel beams? Cool. I'm going to get 5 stacks of those because I want to have some extras. And I'm getting a little nervous about you, sir. You may not be producing fast enough for me. You probably could be producing faster, so I'm going to double you with overclockers. Cool. Doubling you would make me happier. And I think this guy's actually a little bit low, too. I forget what I'm using all this for, but apparently a lot. How am I on all the things right now, actually? I'm doing okay on some things. I'm doing less okay on other things. Okay on some things, less okay on other things. So that would be 100. I want to keep 200 on me, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be fine. So the 300 there, I'll keep a few extra on there. You guys, I can top off. Stators I'm pretty much always good on. It's not a big deal. Silica I don't actually need in my inventory. I wouldn't mind more frames, which I think is over here-ish. Wow, I am barely keeping up on the frames thing. What am I using all that for? I know for the heavy frames, but I thought I had that pretty well backstuffed at this point. Heavy frames should be very backstuffed right now. Yeah, they very much are. So, we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on things. I never did speed up my steel production with the alternate steel recipe. So that's absolutely something we can look into improving in the near future. If we need to. But for now, Logistics Mark V sounds like a really good time that I'm going to click all the things. Hooray! Launch the pod. Logistics Mark V. Milestone unlocked.
Milestone reached. Improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed.
780 resources per minute. Needs these aluminum alcad sheets, which we're producing in great supply right now. So another resource that we're going to go ahead and have a lot of. And you know what I might do? Because we're going to have so many of these. I'm going to make you Mark V. Because why not? Because why not? We've already got a healthy amount of aluminum alcad sheets. No complaints. So let's go, and what I might do is make... What I'm going to do is I'm going to make Mark III be here and Mark V be here on my hotbar. Cool? And obviously I can still do this if I want a Mark IV or lower, right? But this way I have easy access to the fastest thing we've got. And hey, look at you. You're actually... How did I extract from this fast enough? You might not be running right. So I'm going to have to figure out why that is, because that should not be happening. Okay, but that... Mark V belts... Can we just talk for a second about how fast they move? It is so cool. It is so cool. So, alumina solution, we're not producing fast enough? I thought everything was perfect here. You've got bauxite, you've got water, and you're idle because silica? Oh, well, there's your problem. I never connected these guys, because I'm a genius. I'm a genius! How did I never connect those guys? That is adorable of me. Direwolf, please. Dire Wolf, please. That is hilarious that I never connected that. Alright, so now you should be happily running full speed, right? Yeah, you're at 100%. Perfect. He's running at 100%, and everything is being used. That is awesome. This is, in my opinion, I'm very proud of this aluminum processing factory. These numbers all add up perfectly. And then we'll dump out any excess junk that we don't need. It just all sounds great. It's all going well. I think it's really quite good. It's really quite good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Now, I wouldn't expect anything to be voiding right now. So I'm not sure why we're occasionally getting a little bit of voiding happening, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Because I thought the math was such that it would always be super just okay. Like, we should never be voiding anything kind of deal. And why are you only running at 50%? Are you not moving this stuff fast enough? That might be the case. Maybe we need to get you guys cooking a little bit better. Cooking, cooking, cooking. Into Mark 5 belt territory. Yeah, that might be the way to go. So we can clear out this back stuffage of aluminum ingots. Because I think we were producing 360, right? We were producing 360. So we should have been able to handle that with Mark 4 belts, but whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Like I said, it should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's much better now. Whew. Look how fast they go. Holy cow, you can't even see them. I hope that's not destroying rendering, but we'll find out, I guess. But hey, look at all these resources we're getting, folks. How great is this? Wow. Look at all these aluminum alcad sheets. Wow. And you know what's great about them? You know what's great about these? We're producing them so fast and so much easier than we were these guys that, in my opinion, we should almost never need to use Mark 4 belts again. Like, we should just always use Mark 5s. Now, in fairness, we haven't automatically started using these yet, so at some point I'm sure that we will have some need to craft something with them automatically, right? And we'll figure that out as the future comes along. Cool? Alright, it's time to check out something new, and that would be the hover pack. If I'm not mistaken, we are ready to check this thing out. Hover pack!
Milestone reached. The hover pack enables aerial overview of all powered factories as well as easy transport across multi-level buildings by wirelessly connecting to the power grid.
Sweet. Tell me more. Tell me more. How does one make a hover pack? Ooh, I can make 3 of them already, so that's good news. Oh, that's easy. I can make a hover pack. I'm excited. So I'm very interested to see how this thing works, because this is brand new as of Update 4. So literally never had one of these before. I assume it goes in the body slot. Power consumption 100 megawatts. Allows for vertical movement and hovering in midair to improve building efficiency and factory traversal. Wirelessly connects nearby power connections such as power poles and buildings for power consumption. Slow fall. Hold ascend input after losing connection midair. Disable hover pack. Double tap descend input while hovering. Sweet. That is cool. Uh-oh, our consumption is now over our production. We are going to need to get into power increases very, 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 very soon. Next episode, we're going to have to look at power production. Oh, check this out. Creative mode flight. That's what's up. Now, what's this? Am I too far away from power? Is that what's happening? Oh, hello. Did you see that little zap? That was cool. That's cool. I like. Look at this. Cool. So how does one descend? C. By default, it looks like. This is cool. Now, will I take fall damage if I'm descending? If you double tap C, you fall. Yeah, a little bit of fall damage. Damage to fix-it property detected. This is awesome. Now, it definitely looks like you definitely have to be within range of power. And I'm assuming that's what that little meter thing is towards the bottom there. we get a little bit of a slow fall if you hold space. Okay, that's neat. And then eventually you get within range of a power plant, and it's like, zzz, and it charges up your... Okay, that's cool. I very much like. That's a very, very yes for me. See? And now we're close enough to this dude. So I don't know, like, what the range is, but it's... You still got to be relatively close. And then double tap C to start falling. And then hold space. That's cool. And if you're falling from out here, you can hold space to slow down a little bit and correct your fall so that you don't fall and take damage. I like the hover pack a lot. That's going to make build... And it zaps from a building, too, not just power poles. Super cool. Super cool. I love this. I love it. It's so good. It's so cool. You really do need to be relatively close to buildings, right? Like, up here, we're reaching, you know, too far away territory. But if we get over to this guy and get zapped by him, we should be allowed to go higher, right? Yeah, buddy. So there's definitely, like, you know, you got to be close enough. And look, I didn't even touch anything, and it caught myself. That's cool. I love it. I love it. It's so cool. All right. So let's wrap up the episode here, but now we've obviously detected that we have a power situation going on, and we're going to have to resolve that next episode. So for now, Del20 signing off. We'll come back next episode. We're going to need some fuel generators, which means more of these resources need to be collected by me before I head out there. So we're going to need some more computers and some heavy stuff, and we definitely need more motors. I wish I could make it... I wonder if I can make it shift to fall, because that would be far more what I'm used to. And what's interesting, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Let me put you away and sort this. And 1, 2, 3 should be enough, right? How many of these for fuel generators? Yeah, should be fine. Okay, and more of these dudes for sure. Probably going to want at least 100. Right? Because fuel generators need 10, so that's 10 more fuel generators I can build. And you, I should have 100-ish of as well. Okay? And that should be cool. So next episode we'll come back. We will look into heading out to our oil production area, getting more fuel generators up and running so that we don't run into power problems, because we are at this point draining more power than we have. Okay? And that's going to be a problem relatively soon. We've got about a few hours worth of battery power that'll hold us over, but that's absolutely not something we want to depend on, right? That battery power is just there to prevent us from, you know, the whole network would shut down without batteries. So everything would stop until we added more stuff. All right, for now, Dial20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time, get more power up and running, and then look into unlocking the batteries and all the other stuff, because I have no idea what's involved in making those things, and I assume it's a complicated process, right? Batteries can't be cheap. But I really want to see how drones work, so that's also going to be coming soon. All right, guys, take it easy.